Hello everyone, and thank you so much for stopping by. So for today's video, I'm super excited because I'm going to be doing a first impressions on the new collaboration with Kathleen Lights and Colourpop, and she created the Zodiac, which is so fun, and I feel like everybody's doing it, but I was super pulled to get this collection over all the other ones. So what I bought was the palette, one highlight and one of the supernova shadows. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started and give you a little bit more information about the collection. Okay, so on Colourpop's site, the Zodiac pressed powder shadow palette retails for $18, and this one now does include a mirror. And on the description, it says that the Zodiac palette was carefully created to represent the astrological signs while staying cohesive and wearable as an eyeshadow palette. So this palette came with a mixture of metallics and mattes. The next items that she came out with were two of the supernova shadows, the astrology, which is an antique olive gold, and the constellation, which is described as a champagne pink. Then she came out with two creme luxe lipsticks, and one of them is called the Scorpio Moon, which is the plummy rose, and What's Your Sign, which is the light neutral nude. And then finally she came out with two of the Super Shock highlighters, which each retail for $8. And she came out with Fire, which is a peachy gold, and On the Cusp, which is a golden champagne. And you can get the whole collection for $59, which saves you $3. It is currently all out of stock, but they say they would be restocking really soon, which I'm sure they will, because everybody's probably going crazy because they want it. Like I said, I only got 3 items out of all the collection, which was the palette, On the Cusp Super Shock highlight, and the Constellation Supernova shadow. So to give you a little bit more information about the Zodiac, I'm probably not the right person, so I'm just gonna go ahead and link Kathleen Lights' video below, where she explains and goes into full detail of each sign and why she chose each color, and she just gives like an amazing explanation, which I could never repeat because I don't know that much about any of this stuff. But I'll go ahead and link her video below so that you can see and get a little bit more information. So this is the look that I created for today's video with my first impressions on the palette and the other products. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started and show you how I got this look. Okay, so I've already primed, set the eyes, and I did my brows already off camera, so I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the palette. So to be quite honest, I don't really know what to do for the eyes, because I know that I want to use my shade, which is the Aquarius. Where is it? Right there. I know that I want to use that, but I mean, there are so many choices. I kind of want to use them all. Alright, so I'm gonna start by putting the Taurus on the crease. And up next, I'm going to take the Aries, and I'm going to start putting that all over the lid. Okay, I'm going to take a little bit of the Virgo and add that to the outer corner. Okay, up next I'm going to take the Leo and add that to the inner third of the lid. And add more of the Aries so that they kind of blend into each other. like so. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and clean up under the eye, do the rest of my makeup, and I'll come back to finish off the eyes. Alright, now that the face has already been finished, I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of the eyes. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and jump into the Taurus and start adding that to the whole lash line. Okay, so we're gonna do something that might ruin the whole look, but we're doing it. So I'm gonna take the Aquarius, which is my color, and I have to use it. And I'm gonna add this to the waterline. To the lash line. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and add my NYX Professional Makeup Faux Blacks in Onyx, which is like a grayish black. I'm gonna add that to the waterline. And then I'm gonna grab more of the Aquarius and just kind of smoke it out. Okay, and then with the fluffy brush, I'm just gonna make sure everything's blended out down here. Okay, and then now I'm gonna take the Colourpop Supernova Shadow, and this one is in Constellation, and I'm gonna wipe some off on the back of my hand, and then add it to my liner pencil, and then just add some to the bottom here. So I'm actually gonna take it like this and then take it on the pencil because it's drying up too fast on my hand. Alright, these Supernova shadows are pretty darn intense, so I'm gonna blend out right here with the blue with the Aquarius. I just feel like I went a little bit too far in. Alright, so that's where I put the Supernova shadow. I put it kind of like an inner corner highlight, and I kind of pulled it up to my lid and then down to the waterline. They're definitely intense and you have to work very, very fast. Like, I put some on the back of my hand right here, and this is completely dry. But I did discover something, that if you mess up for some reason, just grab a spoolie, and if you just flake it off, because this glitter, it just kind of starts to come off. So you can kind of fix any mistakes that you might have made. See how it kind of just erases off with the spoolie? So that's a good tip, just in case you guys mess up like I did and get a little wild. You can fix it with the spoolie. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and apply my highlight, and I did buy the Super Shock Cheek Pearlized highlight, and I got mine in on the cusp. And look at this packaging, it's so pretty. I love the navy blue, and then the outside packaging is a black with the Zodiac stuff on it. But this packaging is so pretty because most of their stuff is white, so I was really excited to see that she picked blue for this. And this is what the highlight looks here. So this is what the highlight looks like right there. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but it's a super pretty, like a golden champagne-y. I don't even know how to explain it. How do they explain it? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply the highlight onto the cheeks, and I'm gonna just do it with my fingers, which is what they say it's the best way to apply it. And hopefully it shows on the camera. Alright, and this is the highlight. Oh, I really hope that you guys can see what it looks like, because this is really, 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 really pretty highlight. Wow, I am really liking this shade. It's just such a pretty shade for like my skin tone. I mean, I have a light medium skin tone, so some can be a little too light and some can be a little too dark. So this one is just super pretty. So I hope you guys can see it on the camera because I love it. And then I'm gonna apply some of the Cancer to the brow bone because I didn't put any highlight up there. Okay, so I'm gonna do my mascara off camera and I'll be back to give you my final thoughts. Alright guys, and this is the finished look, and I decided to pair it with Kathleen Lights' previous collab with Colourpop, and it's in Rêver. I figured it would look pretty and I kind of like how it looks. So I love everything in this collection. So I didn't pick up everything from the collection as I said in the beginning, but I do have some of the Colourpop Luxe lipsticks, and I don't like all the shades, so I kind of wanted to see swatches and all that before I decided to purchase and see what other people's opinion was, because I feel like some of the lighter shades go on streaky on my lips. I don't know if maybe I have too dark of lips, I'm not sure, but only the darker shades are the ones that look pretty, so I didn't want to get it and just waste my money. For the Supernova shadows, I'd never tried them, so I figured I would go with something that was a little bit more common, and so I could try it out. The Super Shock Chic whatever highlight, the Super Shock Cheek highlights, I went with this one because I figured it would suit my skin better, which I am happy that I did because I love how it looks on the skin. For the palette, I couldn't pass up getting this palette. I think it's beautiful. I cannot wait to create more looks with it. I wish this one would have been a bit more bright. Kathleen Lights said that it was a very hard color to make. The Aries, I would have wished that it was a little bit more orange and more punchy of a color, because as you guys can see on the lid, it's a bit on the subtle side, so I wish it would have been a bit more bright, but it's fine because I do have the Dream Street palette, and on that one you get like a little bit of a coral shade, so I'm okay with that. And let me show you side by side. These are the two palettes that Kathleen Lights has come out with, and I feel like they complement each other perfectly. If you already have the Dream Street palette, I feel like the Zodiac will be a perfect addition to play with colors, and you can mix and match both. Now, if you are just getting the Zodiac, I still feel like you'll be able to create really pretty looks. I didn't jump into any other palettes. I created this look just fine. I didn't need anything else. Also, it does come with a mirror, which I didn't think it was that big of a deal because most of the time I don't like using the mirrors in palettes because I feel like I'm gonna jab my brush in it because I'm clumsy, but it's nice that it has one because now I can use it for traveling, things like that. But other than that, that is my thoughts for this collection. I love it. I'm so excited to have it. I'm so excited to create future looks. So what I think I'm gonna do for future videos is I'm gonna create a few looks using both of the palettes, so kind of mix matching and seeing what we can do, because I know a lot of people that love Kathleen will probably have both of these palettes, so I feel like it'll be a great way to kind of show you guys how to mix and match them, just because Kathleen Lights is already making a lot of tutorials with this shadow with the new one that she just got, so I feel like it's going to be a little bit repetitive for me to show you tutorials on how to do looks with this. So I figure it'd be better just to create looks using both of them. So let me know below what it is that you think about that idea. Let me know if you would like to see videos with both of these palettes, and I would love to create them. But other than that, that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Also, if you haven't subscribed already, I would appreciate if you would do so. And I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.